again!
You'd better not cross his path. He's a teen broken alcoholic sociopath.
It was the middle of the week, and Kevin and the old man were going to a hockey game because Kevin had pretty much dropped out of school, and because the old man didn't have to go to work in the morning because he didn't have a job, since jobs are for losers.
The boy loves it when you go to hockey games.
Yeah, that's because I teach him all my tricks for smuggling booze. Here's an old family secret, boy. When you go to get through security, stick the bottle down your pants.
Kevin reminded the old man that the last time he tried to do that, he'd fallen down the arena steps and broken the bottle and had to spend almost 17 hours in the emergency ward getting stitches in his groin.
Well, I guess I could make this wineskin look like a colostomy bag.
Kevin was about to give up and just spend the night drinking at home when he suddenly had an idea.
Looks like your twin brother.
We stuffed 100 beers into that suit. That's almost as much as me.
Even paying for the dummy's admission, Percy was saving money, so he was pretty happy. But the dummy was so heavy, they both had to lift it out to the car. When they got to the arena, the security guards didn't suspect a thing.
3 tickets.
What's wrong with the kid?
He's crippled, but he likes hockey.
God, I think he's foaming at the mouth. Sir, allow us to provide you a complimentary wheelchair on behalf of the management.
Yeah, getting tired of hauling his gimpy ass around. Start pushing, Kevin. Faster, boy. Let's put some mileage on this piece of shit.
Percy liked hockey a lot more than Kevin. He especially liked the part where he took off his pants and teased the players.
Hey, goalie, over here.
Oh my freaking God!
Percy wasn't what you'd call an attractive man, especially when he had his pants down, which unfortunately happened quite a lot.
You may now kiss the bride.
On the charge of public indecency, how does the defendant plead?
Not guilty. Hi, Santa.
Pull your goddamn pants up, you freaking pervert!
Hey, look at the drunk guy over there with his pants down, shaking his bare ass at everyone.
Yeah, what about it?
Look what he's drinking!
Holy smokes, he's got booze! Let's get him!
Hey, you! Alcohol's illegal in here!
Security? Hell, I wonder how they knew. Run, boy. Them's rental cops, so they can't shoot you.
Kevin and Percy ran like it was the last call at the Legion. But because they both smoked 3 packs a day, they figured they'd better find a hiding spot right quick before they each had a stroke.
Damn machine ate my quarter.
Come on, boy, we'll hide in this here booth. I got an idea, boy. Let's trade clothes. That way they won't recognize us when we step out of the booth.
Who do those morons think they're fooling? It's pathetic, really.
Hey, buddy, you can't fool me. That's the first thing they taught me at community college. Now get over here.
Run, boy.
Kevin and his dad ran into an access door leading into a very dark room.
Where are you, boy? I can't see a damn thing in here. Wonder if I blacked out again. What'd I do with them fucking matches?
I think I saw him going here.
And that's the end of the first period. Now put your hands together for the Half Pints Midget Wrestling, brought to you by Mom Shortbread. Stick it in your mouth. You'll be glad you did. Let's meet the wrestlers. Direct from Wawa, Big Chief Little Feather, last of the Midget Mohicans. And he'll be matching wits against the reigning champion, the guy who sweeps up the lobby after the game. But before the match, a special message.
Kids say no to drugs and practice safe sex.
And you'll grow up to be champions like us.
Lobby Midget starts things off with a helicopter hold. The Chief makes a clean getaway by running between the referee's legs. I believe Muhammad Ali used a similar move in the Thriller in Manila. But wait, there seems to be a fan in the ring.
Where the Christ am I?
And the midgets are working him over good. The Whoppy Midget and the Big Chief have the man in the Krakatoa brick drop. Witness their midget wrath. And you won't get action like this in the big leagues. What's this? My God, somebody's driving the Zamboni under the ice. There's no stopping these terrorists. They're heading for the parking lot. Oh, the humanity. And now, back to the second period.
Kevin and the old man drove all the way out of the parking lot and took a sweet little joyride on a Zamboni. Then they stripped it for parts and left it up on blocks.
Hey, how was the big game last night?
Nothing was happening, so we left early.
Pump it up, pump it up.
I ain't getting it.
So, like, okay, you're watching Toon TV and, like, hello, we bring you music on television. I'm the girl you wanted to be in high school, but you couldn't because you're probably, like, fat or ugly or something.
Radical. I'm your co-host, unthreatening male dork. Today, we profile some ancient rock band. Leopard? Wow, whatever. And on today's issue segment, we look at the problem that's so big, I can't even wrap my head around it.
We call it
Teens in Trouble.
Okay, like today we look at teens and drinking, which of course we never do.
That's right, but take a look at this footage from one of our own video talkback booths.
Someone get the fucking door.
We want to assure viewers that we've shown this footage to the police, and they're on their way to arrest this dude right now, live on the air.
It's a pig. Go get my favorite hitting bat, will ya?
The one you used on my brother-in-law.
Fucking Christ, woman. This ain't some half-blind, one-legged paraplegic we're talking about. It's the cops.
I'm using it for my tomato plants.
Fine, I'll use the fucking lamp again.
Here they is, just like I told you. Now pay up.
Mr. Spencer, why did you buy your son alcohol?
'Cause he bought the last round. Why, you calling me cheap?
Mr. Spencer, I have a question.
Who the hell are you, prick?
Quaint. I was wondering why you decided to become such a bad father.
It's like your head. I figured it was worth a thwing.
Percy was awfully excited at meeting so many local TV news celebrities. The local anchorman and the local weatherman. Even the local gardening expert. That's when Percy noticed that celebrities are just like normal people. At least when it comes to hitting them over the head with a ceramic standing lamp. What he didn't know at the time was that the news media was worse than the mafia. And if you piss them off, they make you pay.
Innocent members of the journalistic community were injured today, some so severely they couldn't finish their beer. They were attacked by this man, Percy Spencer.
Kevin's dad was dragged through the mud on national television.
How does it feel to be so completely evil?
What's completely mean?
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the mother and little boy whose lives you've destroyed?
Send some fucking smokes.
Percy Spencer will be spending the next few years in prison to think about how he's corrupted our youth. Coming up later tonight, a follow-up story looks at the Spencer family, from beers to tears.
The next day at school started out pretty typically. Kevin was working on a science project that allowed him to drink and smoke at the same time, and he was looking forward to showing his class how it worked. That's when he noticed something weird about the way the other kids looked at him. It was weirder than usual. Kevin aimed to straighten things out, but before he got a chance, one of the kids spoke.
Hey, Spencer. Saw you on TV last night. Way to go.
Yeah, I wish I had a rotten dad.
So what was it like, Spencer?
He realized that being on TV must be a real sweet deal. The only other member of his family he could remember being on TV was Mom when she went on the dating game while Dad was in detox.
Bachelor number 2. Do you got a Camaro?
Yep.
I'm yours, baby.
You and I gotta play our cards right here, poster boy. You just let old Alan make the decision from now on.
Kevin figured he'd straighten things out later when he was done signing autographs. When Alan and Kevin got home, they found his mom on the front lawn, which isn't so weird, except for one, she wasn't unconscious from the booze.
Look at this, baby. I just sold the TV movie rights to our story to a big television network. They gave me $50, and all these news people want to pay money to talk to you.
Tell them you talked with some smokes, broken head. Don't let them use you.
Kevin told the journalist how his dad used to get drunk and do drugs and sleep with hookers. The journalists all gasped, mostly because they all did the same things and didn't want anyone to suspect.
Now we go to work, boy. Your life just ain't bad enough to milk this baby long term. We got to start some fabricating.
That's when Kevin made up a few whoppers about the old man involving missing hitchhikers, war crimes, and a shadowy involvement with the Olympic Committee. He figured that ought to learn the ignorant bastard a thing or two.
Good Lord, this boy's been through hell. Is Kevin receiving treatment of any kind, Mrs. Spencer?
No, we can't afford no medication on account of Percy spent all the money on gambling and whores.
Thanks to all the press coverage, Kevin and Anastasia soon had plenty of medicine, mostly cough medicine, and Mom made sure to get herself a sweet little stash of bourbon and a few months' worth of pills with her forged prescriptions.
You made up a few doozies there, Kevin, but it was worth it. I'm gonna get you on all the TV shows. Oprah, Sally, Montel, Ricky, Larry, Rosie, Regis, and Lisa.
While Mom rattled off first names, Kevin wondered what Alan's secret agenda was.
Never hurts to have good press. You're a celebrity now. We're gonna milk this bastard until we have enough money for an A-bomb or an orgy love commune. People of Spenceria, I have some important things to tell you. First, you must set forth unto the land and spread your seed amongst the people. Second, you must read, for only knowledge is freedom. And finally, with the person driving the red 79 Gremlin, please move your car. It's not blocking anything, but it makes the commune look shitty.
While Kevin and Alan made their plans, no one gave a second thought to how the old man was doing back in the joint.
Hey, Percy, ain't that Kevin on the TV news?
Little prick, what's he saying about me now?
You should be nicer to the Messiah, Percy. He's had a rough life.
I know. I'm the one who made it rough. But do I see a cent of the money? Ain't no justice in the world.
Spencer, you got a visitor.
I bring your mail from the house like you asked. The guards store it open. Sorry.
Still no check? I haven't got a welfare check in months. You sure you ain't seen one?
Hello, I'm Percy Spencer, and I'd like to cash my last 3 welfare checks, please. Well, you know the government. Never cut an inmate an even break. But you've been getting a lot of other mail. Look at all these envelopes from lonely women. And do they sound horny? Woo-hoo-hoo!
I thought you said the guards tore the letters open.
Well, it's getting late. Smell you later, old buddy.
Ever since the scandal had been revealed, Percy'd been getting letters from every loser bimbo who could lick a stamp.
Read my letter.
Why me?
I can't read too good, and you're hooked on phonics.
I'm hooked on crack, you moron. But I'll try. Dear Percy.
I know how your time alone in that horrible prison must drain your spirit. Let me tell you a bit about myself. My measurements are 49, 89, 102. I enjoy being taken on long walks whenever I can find a romantic man with a wheelbarrow. I know you feel alone like no one understands you, but I do. Here's $20.
Ever since the boy turned me in, I made $1,000 from these dumb chicks.
Wow, where'd you keep it?
Like you'll ever know, prick.
Hand it over, you son of a bitch.
Being famous was Kevin's dream come true because he finally fit in and everyone liked him, and he mixed with the jet set at fancy parties.
Ooh, look over there, Kevin. It's the Backstreet Boys. And over there, it's the rock band NSYNC and the New Kids on the Block reunion tour.
Kevin was speechless. He'd never been around so many celebrities before, so he decided he'd better do something to calm down.
Hey, Spencer, why don't you come into the bathroom with the band? We just got some kick-ass peyote.
Kevin couldn't remember which band he'd partied with, but by the time he came out of the bathroom, he was more cross-eyed than the first son of married cousins. He tried to come down using booze, but that just gave him the spins, and he ended up passing out. When he woke up, Mom was splashing his face with a vodka tonic, and he was surrounded by show business sleazeballs.
Spencer, my name's Krepsky. Give me a call sometime. Hey, get that camera out of here.
Spencer, I'm talk show host Harry Stinger. I want you to be on my show. The lesbian prostitute space alien love child couldn't make it. Ingrown toenail.
Kevin, you're gonna embarrass us in front of all these famous people. Now help me pour these cocktail weenies in my voice, and we'll make for the door.
Kevin's mom took him to see his new agent, Mr. Krepsky. Kevin noticed how much Mom was taking an interest in his career and decided to keep a close eye on her.
Come on, Kevin. If it wasn't for me marrying the joke in the first place, you wouldn't be famous.
Kevin, I have an exciting campaign ready for you. Bigger than big. Remember, I'm the guy who made Milli Vanilli what they are today. First, merchandising. The Kevin Spencer Diet Plan. It's just cough syrup and smokes. Cigarette companies are falling all over themselves to have such a young spokesman. And how about this? Your new tell-all book, ghostwritten by your mom. Kevin Spencer, Life Sentence to Love. Could it get more brilliant? Of course it could. Each page can be torn out and used as rolling paper. I've swung a deal with the milk companies. From now on, they're throwing out the old idea of having lost kids on the cartons and putting your face on them instead.
But Kevin isn't lost.
It's all part of the promotion. I'll explain later. Okay, Kevin, what woman wouldn't be turned on by Kevin Spencer cologne?
Ooh, how fucking sophisticated.
Well, not really. It's also mostly cough syrup and cigarettes. And finally, we have the obligatory marketing items. Kevin Spencer driveway gravel, lighter fluid, and sanitary napkins.
Sanitary napkins?
Kevin's Choice tampons. They may not be number one, but they're right up there. Now, Kevin, we have to talk about your big appearance on the Stinger Show. Let's see your game face. Nah, not tragic enough. Think about your father rotting away in prison. Okay, we'll try something else. What's the saddest thing you can remember?
Kevin thought about the time when he was drunk and the old man asked him to go into the fridge and see if the lights went out when the door closed. Then Percy forgot about him and the fridge was repossessed by creditors. Kevin remembered those 3 days withdrawing from booze and smokes, all alone in the dark.
That's the face I'm looking for.
Wow, wouldn't your father be proud? Nah, I guess not.
I think the guards went through your mail again, Percy.
Did they find the sugar?
Yeah, but they're gonna let you keep it, because it's not being contraband. Listen, I was wondering...
Can't stay and talk. Stay out of my mail, you earthwipe. Read my letter for me.
Dear Percy...
I've sent you all the money I can spare. I spent the rest to buy a special outfit for you when you get out of prison. But before we finally meet, you should know, I'm a hermaphrodite. Here's the supplies you said you needed to try and break out. I'll be waiting on the other side. Love, Maxine.
What's Aphrodite?
I think it's when you stand up too fast. You got away with the babes, Percy. So when you going over the wall?
Like you'll ever know, prick.
That does it, you tight son of a bitch.
Okay, Spencer, it's time to go to your pre-trial hearing.
Kevin's old man had a pretty sweet plan for busting out. Maxine sent a whole lot of sugar, and Percy ate it all. Then he barfed it up again.
I learned this trick from the boy.
Sure enough, they were halfway to his pre-trial hearing when the engine ground to a halt.
Right on schedule. Now I take out the guard and I'll be home free.
Unfortunately, the bus had ground to a halt on an elevated bridge.
Oh, that's just fucking perfect. Wait till I get a hold of you, boy.
Spencer, your career criminality and wanton disregard for public safety has left us no choice. I'm not allowed to give you the death penalty, but I can have you declared criminally insane and have you lobotomized.
Oh my God, what's that?
They're going to cut into his brain and throw part of it out.
But will his family jewels still be all right?
Yes, possibly even better.
Well, all right then.
Folks, I know I couldn't be more honored than to be here saying thank you to Kevin Spencer. But Kevin, we can't let you go without springing a little surprise on you. Right now in Joyceville Institute for the Criminally Difficult, your father is about to undergo a surgical lobotomy. We now go to our live satellite hookup.
Don't I get no anesthetic?
We only use anesthetic on people who might be able to afford a lawyer.
Percy Spencer, before society pulls your brains through your nose on national television, do you have any parting thoughts to help your son begin the healing?
Yeah, why'd you tell them lies about me, you little fucking son of a bitch? Soon as this lobotomy's over, I'm gonna kick your hat up your ass.
Kevin didn't much like being talked to like that, and he told Percy that he would have made up even more stuff, but no one would have believed such a fat, lazy arsehole was capable of getting off the couch.
Wait a minute. You made up some of the accusations against your father?
You're busted, you little son of a...
Soon Kevin's fame had disappeared.
Sayonara, loser.
He couldn't even get a job in dinner theater. Luckily for Percy, they stopped his surgery just in time. As a malpractice settlement, he got a brand new Camaro and all his medical costs, including the reconstructive rhinoplasty. Kevin was really scared that the old man was going to whoop his ass for falsely incriminating him and politely asked Percy if there was any hard feelings.
I was lucky, boy. They only pulled out the part of my brain near the front.
Kevin asked Percy what part of the brain that involved.
I was lucky, boy. They only pulled out the part of my brain near the front.
Then he asked if the keys were still inside the Camaro.
I was lucky, boy. They only pulled out the part of my brain near the front.
My last word is about the real victim in all of this. This young boy who was found abandoned at the local hockey arena. Who speaks for him?
Something's wrong with that kid. His head don't work, it never did. You better not cross his path. He's a chain-smoking alcoholic sociopath. I was lucky, boy. They only pulled out the part of my brain near the front.